What's up, everybody? This video is a part of my New Year's Finish It Art Challenge, where I attempt to finish up old abandoned artwork, ideas, projects, and videos. Wonderful. This video is a part of my ongoing art tour, where I go over all of my artwork that I've done over the past 15 years or so. If you're interested in seeing all the previous parts, you can check them out. I'll have links in the description, or I'll have one of those little cards, one of the little corners. Don't know which one. Probably this one. Check those out later if you like. So in this particular video, we're going over the stuff that I did in my art major. This is from the later years in my art major. I think I'm probably a senior at this time. I don't know, I was a little weird. I was in college for like 6 years. So I think I was a senior at this time, or a super senior, or super senior. I don't know, I was all three of those at one point. But this stuff is from Advanced Painting 1 and 2. We'll go over 1 first. And well, then the second one, obviously. I mean, duh. But first, before we do that, we have chibis to look at. Chibis. So all this artwork, well, half of this artwork is from 2013. I think the other stuff is 2015, actually. Oh, I think it is. I might have more extra stuff to show later. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. But I did these in 2013. Obviously, I didn't do them for a college project. I did them on my own. I had no other place to stick them, so we're gonna look at them right now because chibis are wonderful. No, they're not. Not at all. But these are nice. I actually like these, so I'm excited to show them. So, if you don't know, these are Naruto characters. I drew all 4 Hokages and then Madara. So this one's Tobirama. Now for these chibis, I actually changed up my style just a little bit. Their heads are a lot smaller. Their faces are more simplistic. They're a bit more proportional. Well, as proportional as a chibi can be. There's Tobirama, looking all miserable. Because of course, we got Hashirama, looking cute with a little flower. And then Minato, all happy and stuff. I like coloring on these. It's nice. There's those, and then these last 2. Got the Sarutobi. And then last we got Madara up here. Really like this Madara. I don't know why. Just really like it. I don't like chibis though. And we'll see what I end up doing with my chibis in this artwork. Because I do have chibis in my advanced painting paintings, projects, whatever. I do have some chibis, but they don't look quite different. Quite different. Start with this one first. Whoop! Hit the camera. This one a little bit smaller so I can fit it in the frame easier. So this one was done in April 2013. This is all done with ink. I actually think, yeah, all the paintings I did for advanced, my first advanced painting were all ink. So I got this creepy chibi-like girl. The chibis get even worse after this. I said worst. That's not proper English. Yeah, spoopy, and we're gonna get even spoopier. Exciting. Then we got this one. Gotta zoom out a little bit more. Oh, that's as far as I go. All right. This is all done in ink. Yes, hello phone. Anyway, zoom in a little bit, and then I'll flip it around. So we got Spoopy Chibi Girl, this Spoopy Eyelash Chibi Girl that I drew a lot. I actually drew her in a previous video a while ago. What was that video called? Was it Chibi Geddon? I think she's in Chibi-geddon. So that was like back in 2010 I drew her. I kept drawing her. Years later, I drew her in a couple paintings from this class. I got this cute little girl. Well, she'll come back again. She's eating a dead body. Because that's cute, right? Cute little chibis eating dead things. Adorable. Isn't it adorable? So yeah, that's basically how these chibis paintings are going to go. They're going to be lovely. Totally not weird. Totally not weird. So I'll flip it around. I like the background in this. I got this moon thing. Sorry, I hit the mic. Got these creepy faces in the background. Ghost-like things. And I have this moon thing in the back. It's a fun one. I really liked this one when I did it. Excuse me. Oh god, how am I gonna flip it around? Okay. There we go. So yeah, all these are... I think they're all 18 by 24. Unfortunately, it's a little too big to fit in the frame, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, and also, warning. A lot of this work's gonna be gory. I mean, it's not gonna be too gory. It's basically chibi-fied gore. If you don't like gore, you might want to stop watching now, because it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. There's no nudity yet. Wait till we get to life drawing. It's gonna be gore and nudity. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Life drawing's not gonna be in this video, though. Moving on. Hey! Look at this. It's not morbid. Just in case you can't tell what's going on. This chibi girl is holding her chibi head, and there's her chibi neck spewing out some blood. I'm not deranged. So this is also done with ink. This is done with colored ink. It's a colored acrylic ink, to be exact. I'll flip it around. Look at that. Bloody stump for her neck. And she's really happy about it too. She's like, oh yay, I'm holding my own head. I'm dead. It's great. And I have to flip it back around. She's even wearing rain boots. She's prepared for the weather. She came prepared. It's a puddle of blood. I'm not deranged. Nothing wrong with me. I'm completely sane. I promise. I promise. Yeah, so this is all the spoopy, scary art starts coming in. I waited until Advanced Painting 1 to get real spoopy. Real spoopy. And it just goes all downhill from here. Oh, look. More dead chibi girls. Here's the eyeless girl that I was talking about earlier. I drew her again. I think I painted her a second time in this stack of paintings. Yeah, there she is. So here she is. She's a little ballerina girl without her eyes. Her eyes are down here. She got stabbed in the head by a sword, because that's how you do. And she has blood in her hands, which indicates that she ripped out her own eyes, because that's not weird. I'm sane. Completely sane. I promise. So I'll flip it around. Get a little close up on her smiling, happy face. So happy to have a sword in her head. So happy. And I'll flip it back around so we can see the bottom. There's our eyeballs. So I made these chibi paintings gory and creepy like this for a couple reasons. One, because I hate chibis. I hate them for a very specific reason, because I used to draw them so much when I was younger. I wasted all this time drawing them when I should have been practicing proper anatomy and all this other garbage all this other important stuff that I should have been practicing, but instead I drew all that chibi garbage. I got better at coloring, but that's the only thing I got better at. Like, my drawing skills were still terrible, and I'm still paying for it for this day, when I should have spent most of my youth figuring out anatomy. I wasted it on stupid chibis. So I took all my anger out on those stupid chibis by making them all dead and making them all really happy about it. Figure it'd be a nice way to revisit old art that I did from my teenage years. Yeah, from when I was a teenager. So that's how I deal with problems, and I'm sane. I'm completely sane. Oh, this next one's great. Here, I gotta flip it around though. It's upside down. Say goodbye to Miss Ballerina. And say hello to this thing. So, like I said earlier, that cute little chibi that I was eating that girl before, oh, she's back. I get to see her nice and close up. Nomming on a hand. Delicious. And then there's the dead chibi body. Oh, look, another eyeball. And there's the rib cage and spine and some entrails. I'm sane, I promise. And also another reason why I wanted to do this, I just wanted to do super cute, like she's super cute, she's adorable and all that stuff, and I want to do something super cute doing something really disgusting because symbolism and yeah, I just did it because I wanted to. That's basically it, because I thought it looked cool. So yeah, cute little girl in a blue dress eating some dead chibi body and loving every minute of it. And I think this next one is the first one I did in advanced painting. Here's our eyeless girl again, looking, I'm not sure if she's happy or sad. She looks concerned. Very concerned that she is holding her eyes right now. Let's see, can I get the eyes? Nah, I have to put it down. So yeah, she's holding her eyes. This was done on Bristol board, so it's a little bit bigger. A little bit more warped because the Bristol board doesn't really handle a lot of layers of ink wash very well. So yeah. I had a thing for eyeless girls with black pigtails. Moving on. Now we have, oh look, more eyeballs. This is Advanced Painting 2. This was done in 2015. So I think I might stop right here and grab some extra artwork I want to talk about before I go over this stuff. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So I grabbed some of the very few things I did in 2014. So back in 2014, especially like the first half of the year, like the first 6 months, like I had probably the worst depressive episode I ever had in my life. So I ended up dropping out of my only art class I had that semester. I was really tempted to drop out of the entire semester in general, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because then I would have to do those classes all over again. Didn't feel like doing that. But I had to drop out of my art class. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, I think I took an art class at the end of 2014. I think that was just a fabric art class, which I'm going to talk about that stuff later in its own video. Yeah, I'm almost positive this is really all I have drawing, well, no paintings at all, but drawing wise for 2014. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let me go over this quick. So I got this thing, it's an eyeball. It's the first drawing I did with markers, actually. And I hated it. I hated using markers. It's also really shiny. I have glitter on here, some crap. I actually drew this for like an avatar. And I uploaded it as an avatar, and I looked at it and I'm like, that's hideous. And I just went back to one of my old avatars. Yeah, this is like the first thing I did with markers, and I absolutely hated it, and I didn't use markers again for another year. And then I loved them, and now I love them so much. Anyway, moving on. We got a little chibi Grimjaw. I actually have 2 other chibi Grimjaws that I drew for a friend from high school. I don't have those anymore. I do have pictures of them on my computer, but I forgot to put those in previous videos that I did. So they're just lost to the ether. You never see them. Never see them. That's okay. Then I got this little chibi Grimjaw from Bleach in his Espada form. I don't remember what that form was called when they transformed. That's gone. That's gone forever. I don't remember. John, it's his little kitty cat. It's on a little ball of yarn. Adorable. And these, I actually drew these in class in 2014 when I was actually going through my depressive episode. I drew these because I was losing my mind. Losing my mind. So I just drew these in class because that's how you do. You draw in class. These are actually, like original fan characters I drew for Naruto. Which I never draw any fan characters, or I used to make for, shows that I watched or manga that I read because I thought it was embarrassing, so I never drew them because I'm just like, I'll just use them as stories in my head to entertain myself. But this is like the first and the only time I ever drew my own characters that I made for Naruto. So I got Miss Mayoko. Japanese sounding name, but it's not actually a Japanese name. It means absolutely nothing. I just pulled it out my ass. She was an Uchiha. And I got Nina. I just have eyes. Oh. That's Miyoko's eyes. This is a character I have called Wendy. She was a fan character for Resident Evil. I drew her eyes a lot, but I never drew her. She got some lips. Because I wanted to draw some lips. I got another eyeball. Another eyeball. I think that's Nina's eyeball. So yeah. These are all done with pen. I just drew them in class because I was losing my mind, so I'm like, I gotta occupy myself somehow. And I have my this is archaeology notes. I think this was the back of my archaeology notebook, and I got this, so I just got a torso, well, hip section, and I got a butt. Fantastic. I got this one big one to show. This one's pretty big. Doesn't fit in the frame, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to mess with it so it fits in the frame. So I actually used to like wrestling a lot, and CM Punk was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day. So I drew this little fan art in tribute. There's parts of this I still really like, surprisingly enough. I think it's one of the last, like, detailed pencil portraiture I did, because it takes too much time and I don't particularly like wasting my time with pencil. I should probably try to do one of these again because they're fun for the most part. But let me try to get some detail. A close-up of this. I got two portraits of CM Punk on here. Here's this one. I don't particularly like this part. You know what? I'm just gonna take the camera off the tripod. I'll be back. Camera's off the tripod. Let's see if this goes a little bit better. Let me get a little... Whoops, up about space. A little close up in here. So as I was saying, I don't particularly like this portrait of CM Punk on here as I do this one. But there are some things I really like about this one. It's mainly from the neck down that I like the most. Alright, let's go a little down further. His fists. The things that I like the most on this one is actually his arm, like his tattoos. I thought those came out pretty nice. And then his shirt. Like, you only get a small section of his shirt, but I like how dark I got the black. This is all pencil, by the way, and I got the black so dark. I actually cheated a little bit. I did a couple layers of pencil, and then I blended the layers out with a colorless marker. And that gave this nice, dark, almost black look. That was nice. I'm so happy when I discovered that one. I was like, ooh, I could get a nice black with pencil by using that colorless marker. So that's cool. And I'll go over and check out this portrait of CM Punk. So this actually took me 2 years to finish because I'm lazy. I started this portrait of him. I did that in 2012, and I stopped, and I did the rest of him in 2014. Assuming this was late 2014. See, I like this portrait a little bit better than the other one. Man, we'll just see his shoulders quick. See if I get a little bit closer. And then we'll move on. Yeah. And then I'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing. The stars and the text are done with ink, and so is the lightning bolt. It's also done with ink. And everything else was pencil. But yeah, that's it for the extra stuff I wanted to show. So back to the paintings. Alright, advanced painting 2. Let's go. So I don't have that much to show for this stuff. Let's see how many. I have 3 ink paintings and 3 paintings on canvas that I have to show. So I'll go through the ink paintings first. Got this eyeball. So I have a thing for eyeballs, especially eyeballs that aren't in the skull anymore. It's all done with ink. It's acrylic and India ink. There's nice texture going on here, if you can see it. The texture was done with salt. So I would have wet ink on the paper, and I would throw salt on it and let it dry that way, and it would get texture on it. And after it was all drying, then you wipe off the salt. Fun. So yes, eyeballs. Oh look, more eyeballs. This one is all done with India ink. It's all black. Got this spoopy portrait of myself with an eyeball coming out of my mouth, because that's how you do. That's how you do. I got this gooey, droopy, drippy black stuff coming out of my mouth and my eyeballs. Actually, I really like this one. Especially like the face and the eyeball is pretty nice too. I like this ear. Look how lovely that ear turned out. It doesn't show up that well on the camera because it has all that texture from the salt, so it doesn't look too great because the I actually think there's still salt on this. Yeah, there's actually still like remnants of salt on there, so the light's reflecting off the little pieces of salt that are still attached on here. So that's fun. That nose is nice too. Look at that nose. Great stuff. Yeah, I still really like this one. It's spoopy scary. It's not too spoopy. It's not extremely gory like those cheapy paintings I did. But still, nice and spoopy. Just how I like it. And my last ink painting I have, doesn't really matter what way this goes. I mean, I painted it this way, but you can look at it like this too. So I have this thing where I hate clusters of holes. They make my skin crawl. I think it's called trypophobia. And I was like, oh, so I'll do some like exposure therapy and look up pictures of is it bone marrow, bone cartilage, one of those things, like bones on the inside. Spongy bone is called. And the spongy bone on the inside of your bone looks disgusting. It has all this weird gross texture to it. It makes my skin crawl whenever I see it. Like my uncle's a hunter, so he has a bunch of animal skulls all over his freaking basement. Whenever I look into the nose and I see that textured bone in there, my skin crawls. I'm just like, oh god, disgusting, so foul. But I decided to find some reference images online and just paint those images because why not? This is the one I did with ink. I have 2 other that I did with oil paints. Ooh. Ooh, oil paints. Haven't seen any of that yet. So not much more to say about this one. The only thing I did wrong with this one is I did a ink wash or light ink wash through the whole painting. And then I realized afterwards, and I'm like, everything's gonna look gray now. I'm not gonna have any bright white highlights anymore. And then I panicked after that, but it was too late because ink stains your paper and there's no getting it off. It's not like watercolors that you can scrub off. Nope, ink stays. So yeah, that was great. I'll move on to the 2 smaller paintings, and then I have to take camera stand off the tripod to show the last painting. Should I show this one first? I'll show the unfinished one first, because why not? This is gonna be a little series. I had the ink painting, and I was gonna have 2 oil paintings. Unfortunately, this one never got finished. I mean, there's some parts that have nice detail in it, but like some of the top parts are kind of really not finished. I was gonna say unfinished. I guess that is, yeah. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. So this one's gonna be the cool tone color with a few greens that has little pop colors in it. And I have this warmer one over here. Yeah, I had fun painting these. This is the first time I used oil paints. Well, this is the first time I used oil paints. But I had a lot of fun. I like oil paints so much more than acrylic. Unfortunately, I only have like 4 oil paintings that I've done. I should really do more. I've been meaning to do more, but I haven't got around to it because I'm lazy. So this is the cool blue one, and we'll move on to the warm red one. Right, here's the warm red one. This one's all done. The camera doesn't seem to like this one very much. It's really destroying the deep darks I have in here. Yeah, look at that. Why is it doing that? That's annoying. Don't you hate when technology doesn't work the way you want it to? Don't you hate it? Like, this is actually super dark right here, and it's so bright and blown out right now. I might have to put this in different lighting. This camera hates this painting. It takes forever for it to focus, if it focuses at all, and I can't find any lighting that the camera likes looking at this painting in. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. I won't talk about it for very long. So this is my first oil painting I did. Had a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, the camera's not having too much fun with it at all. See if I can get some details of it. I had a fun time fiddling around with the colors and trying to get some depth with the lights and the darks. Trying to get some creepy texture too, here and there. Now I can probably do a little bit better now with oil paints, but this painting was a good start for just starting out with the oils. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. I have one more painting to talk about. Hopefully the camera likes it. Alright, last painting. Well, this painting is off the stretcher bars because I needed to make room. This is a self-portrait, really close-up, zoomed-in portrait of my face. There's my eyeball, my nose, and the top of my lips. So this one, I use red, like this purplish gray tone. Make this. Oh, you see the eye a little bit better if I do that. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. The eye's nice. The eye's quite nice. Kind of like it. This painting's all right. Got a little bit of texture down here. Oof. Camera does not like that. I'm going right back out. I like the nose. The nose is nice. I like the contrast in the nose. And here's all the hair. Yeah. Fantastic. So that should be the last painting I have to show. Be right back. So that ending was a giant pain in my ass. My camera also screwed up, so now I can't see how long I've been recording for. I only see the red dot that I'm recording, and nothing else. Not sure what happened there. But anyway, yeah, that ending took a lot longer than it should have. I had to mess around with that orange reddish bone marrow painting for like 5 minutes until I just gave up and said, well, this is good enough. Good enough. It's gonna be fun when future me edits this video. So much fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We went over my advanced painting 1 and 2 paintings, and we also went over a couple little extra drawings and paintings. So the years that were in this video was 2012, no, 2013, a little bit of 2014 because I didn't really have a whole lot from that year, and then 2015. And the future videos I'll be doing for this art tour will be life drawing, and I think the last one I have to do is my fabric art stuff. So only 2 more, potentially 2 more videos, depending on if I have to split those up in the smaller parts. No idea what I'm gonna have to do with this one, because it went crazy at the end. But anyway, if you're interested in seeing previous art tours, I got stuff from Intro to Painting, Intermediate Painting, Intro to Drawing, Two-dimensional design. I gotta slow down when I talk. And then I have all the artwork I did in my early 20s, and from my teen years, and from like early childhood for like 10 years old. So there's a whole bunch of garbage you can look at in my art tour if you'd like. So I hope you liked this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or not. Probably shouldn't. I'll see you in the next video. Toodles. Peace out.